how I feel about this. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria and today we are getting very deep. But before we get into today's video, subscribe down below, leave a like, leave a comment, and follow my socials, which are in the description box. So honestly, I've been like thinking this over so much because I was like, I really want to do this, but then at the same time I'm like, oh, I'm scared because it's being vulnerable, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't really mind sharing personal details. It's more of a problem because I overshare and I like don't know where the line is. But it's just a weird dynamic with YouTube because you're really trying to put on this front like you have the best life and like you're totally put together. Vulnerability is literally like sitting in front of someone and putting a weapon on the table. Like you're giving them the instrument and the opportunity to hurt you or to like... I just dropped my phone. It's fine, I think. Whoops. But you're giving them the, I don't know, the leeway to use that against you. So I'm so scared like jumping into it. Ugh, it's fine. I've made a list on my phone. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go through them and just like kind of give a little backstory to where I think it might have come from or like what it's got to do with me. So number one, I put never having significance or being unique. And this has really shown up in my life in that I really just love to be different. I don't know why, I don't know what it is. I just don't know like where it stemmed from, but I just love being different and set apart, like so much so that it's actually a problem because like people will like say like a popular music artist and I'll like refuse to listen to their songs because I don't want to be another person who listens to that. Like I like to be bougie you know, I like to be different, I like to stand apart. I don't like having the same interests as anyone. It's so bad. It's just, yeah, it's not very good, but it's a genuine fear of, wow, sentence. It's a genuine fear of mine that I'll at some point along the way just stop being different, stop standing out, and I don't know, it's quite weird, isn't it? But there you go. Second one on my list, never seeing the world. Like I am so set on traveling. I just want to see everything, like I want to go places. I suppose the fear is more like I won't get to do those things or I won't be able to fit them in, you know? Maybe some of you experience that too. Number three, getting deep. Number three, never falling in love, but I don't like saying that phrase, falling in love, because I do believe that falling in love is just like kind of the feeling, whereas actual love is commitment to a person. If I refer to it as falling in love again, that's what I mean. It sounds weird to say, I'm scared of never establishing a solid relationship. Doesn't sound as good, but yeah, I'm scared of never falling in love. And again, this is irrational because most people do meet the person they're gonna be with in their 20s or like even 30s. No thanks. I don't want to be that old. I'm sorry. I can't wait that long. You just don't know what's gonna happen. I'm yet to go to university. I am yet to go new places and meet new people and go work, you know? So yeah, it is a bit irrational, but still, it's a genuine fear of mine. Fourth thing on my list, which kind of contradicts, but not really, is actually falling in love. I am scared of that, but more because I'm scared of something ending. Like if you've watched my videos, you know I've been single my whole life so I've never experienced a heartbreak, and I am so in tune with my emotions. It's like my biggest flex. Like I get so invested in situations. Maybe this isn't just a me thing, maybe this is a general population thing, but I really, even if I have, I'm gonna sound like a psycho. Even if I just have a crush on someone, I get very invested because I just think about future scenarios like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get married and have a white picket fence and live like in Italy. You know, I'm like a child, like I just have a big imagination and I really overthink think things and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could end up with this person. So I think if I was in a relationship, I would be like in it, you know? It's like ride or die. Like I'd literally be in it for the long run, and if it were to dissipate, I just don't know how I would be. It's taken me months before to get over a crush, so I think if I was in a relationship it would be harder. Who knows? Like I don't believe that you can't stay with your first relationship for the rest of your life, but it's just something like I can't even predict what's going to happen in my life. Like I just don't know, and it's just having that trust that God's going to use whatever scenarios come along to shape me and grow me into the person I'm supposed to be. So the fifth one is never having a family, more never having a big family, because I've grown up with 4 siblings. I don't know if it's the Italian culture or what, but I just want loads of kids. Like I do want 5 kids, so just scaring off my future husband, we love it. But no, I do want loads of kids, and I'm like family oriented. Honestly, sometimes I don't even care about getting a job. Like I don't even have a dream job. I don't care about getting loads of money. I just want a family. Like I do think my calling or my life is to be a mum. Like I suppose because I want it so bad, I fear it never happening. But I keep saying, but it's irrational. Because it is, because it's like, why do I need to be afraid that that's not going to happen? I'm just 16. Do you know what I mean? 6th fear of mine is never being taken seriously. And I feel like I know the root of this. In my family, I've got obviously 2 younger siblings, but then I've got 2 older brothers, and they are like 23, 24-ish. So it's quite hard sometimes when we're all as a family, and their girlfriends are there and stuff, because it's like there's the adults and then there's the kids, and then I'm in the awkward in between, and I get very insecure about like my inputs to conversation. So they'll be having a conversation and I'll be like, oh, I have an idea, or like I have something I want to say, but I don't want to say it because I feel like it'd be weird, or like people would be like, why are you saying that, Maria? Like, do you know what I mean? I hate that. Like I stop myself from talking, or I stop myself from adding things because I'm scared that, like, I suppose I'm not really scared about not being taken seriously then. Yeah, I'm more scared that I'll be out of place if I say what I want to say, or like my ideas will be rejected or something. So try and dissect that one. Like please try and let me know what you do with it, because I don't even know why I feel like that or where that's come from. 7th fear of mine is having a boring life. I think this is more to do with that uniqueness again. Like I want my life to mean something, and I tell you now, I could not do like a boring job. I don't want to wake up and hate my job. I don't want to work just for money or something. And then that might sound a bit like I'm being naive and kind of ignoring reality, but I just couldn't do with a job that I hate, and I couldn't do with a job that I wake up and I'm like, ugh, I've got work today. Like I want to wake up and be like, I love this, like let's go, let's get started for the day. But again, tying into my faith in God, like we can have such joy in God that our circumstances don't matter. We can literally be doing anything, and his joy will sustain us and will make us want to wake up in the morning. So yeah, I don't know, it's a weird one. And the next fear kind of links into that. It's never finding my true passion. I suppose that links in with that, because it's like I'm just scared that I'm not going to find the thing that makes me tick, or the thing that makes me like, yeah, I can't wait to do that, you know? I suppose it's pretty much the same as what I said, but yeah, I'm scared of never finding that thing that drives me. Oh, this next one. I have a fear of losing my loved ones, and it wasn't actually till this year that I've kind of experienced that fear for the first time. And I suppose it's not so much the fear of them going, because I know that most of my loved ones are gonna spend eternity with Jesus anyway when they die, but it's the fear of like how I would handle it, and like what would happen without them, like how different life would be. I'm scared of that. I mean, it might sound selfish, but I just don't like the idea of having to live without that person, like how different life would look. Another fear of mine, never being authentic. I think I have this fear because I never want people to look at me and think that I'm like being fake. I just am scared of that. Maybe that ties in with why I try and stand out. So I'm like literally purposefully making myself unique so that I'm not like being fake. I don't really know how to word it. I literally don't know how to explain it. If you resonate with that, then let me know, but I don't really know. And that's it. Like, that's my list. I hope that encouraged you to maybe make that list for yourself, because a lot of your choices can be driven by those fears, and that's not a good thing. So for example, if I have this fear of like never being in a relationship or something, I could be driven by that and like make dumb decisions, like dating someone who's not good for me, dating someone who's just there, dating someone that I don't really, not too fussed about, or being driven by the fear of never finding like my true passion. I could be silly with that and like just never work because I'm like, I still haven't found what I love, you know? You have to take it with a grain of salt or pinch of salt. I never know what it is. Pinch of salt, I think. That makes more sense, doesn't it? You wouldn't say grain of salt. Take it with something of salt and just not let those like fears drive you or define you. Okay, you are not defined by that. But yeah, make a list for yourself. Look at your life and look how your choices are being molded by those things. Don't let them get in the way. Don't let them stop you living life. Don't let them control you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and yeah, like I said, follow my socials link down below, subscribe, like, comment, and I upload every single Friday, so make sure you check back then. Thank you very much. You are amazing, beautiful people. Peace out.